You are watching Liberty Online TV. You are watching Liberty Online TV.
As people, it seems as if we not even learn it at all.
Plenty finger pointing don't happen after the elections, especially after this dialogue back.
It meets the needs of the people, or the challenge and the way the people then look forward to for a solution.
Where did they bring Westcam into the country? Instead of them paying 0%, they will pay 5% on the value.
Because the oil those Souths are going to be on a toll tax. And a toll tax that they use for run the states.
But what is inside these budgets will assure we see there is going to be room for macroeconomic stability.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to another edition of the program Wan On Wan, where they come to you live from Liberty Online Television, within our Facebook, within our YouTube, and also within our website, where they're powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Wan On Wan, an extension of a breakfast show, topics they work don't deal with in the morning. They come back in the net and get an extensive conversation about a particular topic then day. Well, if you watch the breakfast show this morning, we will get Hudsonmartin, when a fashion designer, but we discover say Hudson don't also find a new career path and create a niche for himself na the carpentry field. Amazing. For let you know, say somebody use for the cut pieces them and build them to nice dress them. You don't already turn to a carpenter. Now they make couch, they make different things them way for beautify your space. Well, this night again we start on saying good evening and welcome to Wan On Wan.
Good evening, Khadija.
All right, we talk about your fashion designing career this morning, and we find out say you also now there into carpentry. Firstly, who said the dream begin?
Well, I ventured into carpentry, not necessarily carpentry, but interior decor. When clothes were not working out for me, especially during the pandemic periods like the period of Ebola, the period of Corona. So those periods, most of the time, eventually happen at the country. And we get more work when eventually happen or during festivities. So when these pandemics fall, all events were shut down. People don't even go in the office all the time. So nobody gets job too much. But in order for them and only off me, workers them wearing the go stand on the way and decide to say, I need to create something. We go able to sustain we and we able take care of them and pay them and not lose them. So mainly during those period, I start the carpentry thing. I start to create some furniture, throw pillows, window curtains, like masticing of homes and doing some nice paintings on the wall.
Now, how you call that particular branding? That's name an expansion of the Hudson brand.
Well, the collection has to do with everything. That's why I tag my brand as Hudsonmartin Collection. Although I can call me furniture brand, I said the Hudsonmartin Ultra Plush.
Ooh, what's in that name?
What if I make it say Hudson? Which you mean by Ultra Plush?
Yeah, because if you call the name, you see a drop in the chair. Yes. So I believe so that the same thing people as the bag when they say, "Woo, what's this?"
Well, Ultra Plush has to do with confidence, like comfortability, something that gives you comfort. That is you cannot just walk away from plush. You understand? It's something that attracts your soul. You understand? It gives you extra comfort, the comfort you've been craving for. So if you have the kind of furniture that gives you that extra comfort, it come to us. That's why I tag it as ultra plush.
Let me talk about the furniture then now we they make. Where Princess Bigowa can I show I see different kind of furniture then. And from what I see, your own brand look different because we watch now the furniture space na salon, they see say now more of the Turkish kind of style then, and it's so much that the market, you don't flood the market. How you able to create a difference?
Well, me, most of the time, I don't bend watching like Pinterest or going to Instagram or Facebook to draw ideas. So waiting on my mind is something that I always apply. Because when you they go more when you engage more on the social media handles, you tend for the do with you the see them. But when you know the day, you tend for use the thing with the on the inside of you for meal parts. So these imported stuffs from Turkey or China, we don't take all over the market. Now because people are going out there and then they see them. And they can what you see in pictures can be different from until you see local where you see where you feel them with your hand or you see them with your eyes. So most of the time, me they avoid for the watch things the way they online so that I will able create million and people they will come for.
You look big on originality
Yes.
because even when they talk about designs, the way they make, you talk about originality. You want for be yourself, you want for be hot same, and a lot of people they draw inspiration from other designers. But you, your case, you just believe in waiting they calm in your mind. You try for transform it to a piece.
Yeah. Being originally, I will die for it. I like to be very truthful to myself. When even when somebody can call me and say, oh, say, I want to see what you do for me. I say, if I can forgive you a picture of what they do for you, then I'm copying somebody else's work. I said, come to the shop, then we sit down and map out ideas and see job the way I don't do before. Then in my shop, I say, come and see, and if you like, then we do business. So me deviating myself from this TikTok or this Pinterest stuff, and it make me not stick to the originality and things they want me to learn from me granny as well. We'll be small, we'll granny be get 2 living room in the house. We'll be get the main living room and we get the normal living room. This normal living room, I don't go study, I don't go eat breakfast, I don't keep company, I don't get morning prayers. The main living room we like you see na in state of the art kind of living room. You go only get the access the what's it at Christmas or New Year. What's it big and visitor come, they say for who say hi to them. So it helps for let you keep if they help for let it keep in the little she has intact. You understand? By creating that difference. So the things are not worn out. I also learn from that. You understand? Though now, long time I did talk about so, but until to date, the things that will be the same again if they use are still trending.
When we look at homes, like if I call you now say, God say, I want you for come rebrand of your home. Let me your kind of style this one wants. Is there a time where a client will tell you, say, this is what I want to see in my living space, but you can give the technical advice, say, no, ma'am, I don't think this will work with this kind of furnitures you have or the kind of paint you have on the wall?
Yeah, in fact, everybody knows what they want. Most people have a picture in their mind of what they want. It only applies now your craftsmanship to help to in order for navigate the idea they for let them fall for you. Somebody don't call me one time and say, oh Tim, this is my walk-in closet space. I want to be very comfortable, well allocated, and someone will be able to sit down and dress and go out and again to the ideas. He said, what said I don't want it. He said, I need you for give me A. 3D kind of sketch. It was tough for me because I not ever used that before, and I lost the opportunity to get the 3D kind of idea because if you want to see a picture, actual picture. So how we can able convince them now say this and this is what will work for you. We can look at your status, especially like if you are married and you have growing kids, you understand? Some delicate furniture not will last you long. In order for they can spend money for that, and something they begin will just mess them up. Or something very risky, like glasses, we begin oh no, you just kick out, it will create damage, like your O's. So all that we can look at them as well. We can even look at the kind of paints within at the wall. You know, say some paints aggravate so much able maintain cool and got nice atmosphere. So we keep time for advice. So I can say, me na oil paint to because now they will clean. Or get paints, the paints that really come out. We look like water paints, but they cleanable. So we get all that for make be able convince the customer. But mainly when you come at the store, we go to show you few samples. It's not huge, not too big space. We not even get enough for able boast of saying we can do interior decor. But the little we can reach, we don't be of great use to we can make you really sell.
You say you start this during the corona pandemic because you don't want to go out of business, people don't be able shows, they don't attend events there. When the business being bad at the clothing line, you go into interior decoration. From that time to now, how the turnouts don't be, how you are able for say, okay, this is the business that I want to stay in.
Well, it don't be a huge success for me because like me little shop space where I get, I can change them every 6 months. So, but most of the time, the way customers they come for clothes, I can always tell them, say, this couch, we make them if you want, okay, make them for you. So when they change after that every 6 months, I always get customer who will want the product already. Products like even now, the one they in a shop, so somebody don't put in for it. You know, I can sell and give them and build a new one day. Because when you want to do furniture or interior, you forget the big space. Like when you come to Liberty Studio now, you give for say na your chair for the flowers good day. So you need that space where you show each and every kind of decor you want people to buy from you. So you need that space, and we're not able to afford that space there at the moment.
How you able for stay in both business? Because a lot of people already been on say now the close side and sabi you for. Now you don't venture into furniture, you don't venture into interior decor. How you able for create a balance for yourself?
All get for deal with how you manage the little resources where you get, because both of the businesses they come with income for you. But you get for know how to maximize your running cost, you know. And it's as at now, we will buy board 70,000. Now that board they don't go to 150,000. Then red board will buy them 200. Now it don't go 350. It's tough for we able convince the customer say now so now the things that they sell them at the market. Because if they don't come to you 1 or 2 months ago, you don't tell them say that this cost. After 2-3 months that they cannot afford to buy the thing, so the cost will increase, and we tell them when they get for argue over that one day. So in order for that able create that imbalance between the both ends, I can tend for like get an engagement with the client who will be interested in the thing. You know, we will do what I mean, especially if this furniture thing, you know, they will source the furniture we want and go, because it's we cost a lot, you know. So we target tell them, well, no, we target first the flowers, no plant the flower them. Well, no, we must stick. You understand? So we take a step at one step at a time. So you know, we'll feel the weight of the money we get for release. So they do a small, you know. So at that way, we be able to keep the customers into we safe. But if that customer come to you and then you get an upfront price, say this is what this thing will cost, it costs me, and they go and they guide him because furniture is expensive.
Alright, viewers, in case you just tune in, you watch the program One on One, and this night we see that with Hudson, where I forgot to say, fashion designer, interior decorator, and
Lifestyle coach.
a lifestyle coach. Hudson a whole bag of different talent. So this night we talk about the new niche they try for create for himself into furniture and interior decoration. So they talk about the different pieces them way they make. And if you don't know I'm for being a fashion designer, you can still reach out to her who make your home beautiful. You talk about keeping the customers. One thing where I notice say can be a challenge for most people who are into this kind of craft. Now how you able for keep you carpenters then let they know take you ideas or you don't capacitate them in a way that they left for the other side. How that relationship they able for build that between you and your carpenters then where actually they transform your ideas then into reality.
Well, just as I been mentioned for during the morning interview, I can always let forget them to myself. Like I provide accommodation for them. Some of them get a woman there, they get a bikini. I can still accommodate to them all. And to make sure I provide enough food, water, light, and security for una. I left una to una conscience. If you know say you can get these facilities better out there, I cannot stop you. You understand? You can go out there and make it right. But it's very difficult for let's say anybody they work with me and they just left me so and go. Because I always it's not just the work with the work for me, they make I help you out or take care of you. But I will always take care of you. Whether I work day or work no day, I will always try to reach out and be of help. So by so doing, when you meet the grateful ones, they will always stick by you. And it's very difficult for meet ungrateful people so we go don't get all that kind of facility and they walk away from you. So it's a continuous process. It doesn't mean that except I get an order say I for do such a person also in business place will make a work calling for car work and I pay you off and you go no. It's an everyday process. Whether there is work in the shop or there is no work, I always maintain the money that I used to give them.
But again, sometimes somebody go and say, get for each to a time where the apprentice there so need for go. You don't ever experience such a time where it will come humbly and say, Hudson, I think say you don't look very well for me. It's time now for let me say go and establish my own brand.
Well, I don't ever encounter that one day yet. To be honest with you, the people that we don't left me go, the people that we be always want for travel out of the country, like for going to America, you know. So when they came in, they said, I want to travel, I need your help, I need your support, and they give them the support because America is a land of opportunity. But most of the one that we don't go, they're all out of the country. They don't just left me and go start something else, you know, because I think since I'm the time very best for help them, not just the money, but the care, the food, the shelter you provide for them, clothes. What else are you running after? So they are always with me, you know, except, I don't even remember. It's a person who left and said they will begin. Not easy, I don't remember that.
So somebody they watch you, maybe you get a space where you get everything inside, or the furniture they don't need run out, maybe the fabric where they use for up the furniture they don't need run out. And it wants for let you get a new tweak and try for make them new again. Is that possible?
Of course. There comes the word accentuation. Accentuation has to do with that, like upholstery of the furniture, where we can change the material with them. Any type of furniture where you get, where they will change the material. And then even you dining chairs, where they made with material, we can able change them, we can able do. And I think perfect paint on your walls, it's life. you know. And I can always tell the customer, I say, not just limit yourself for change your chair or rewrap your chair. I say add a little paint to the walls. I say because when the paint is nice, when the chair lean in that corner, they really appreciate the chair. But if the walls so scratched and filthy, and then you can't make chair, you don't see the beauty of which you don't do. So that painting is very much important, you know. So we can come and paint, wrap your chair, count 1 or 2 flowers, and build from there.
So how normally the time frame, how long it take you for, like if I call you now, say, okay, Hudson, this is my home, December is fastly approaching, I want to change the look of my home, for start for painting, make the furniture, the back and everything, how long it can take?
Roughly it be like a month for fix the furniture then. A month. You don't do it in a rush. If you do it in a rush, you go get to one back over and over and again. So roughly like a month.
So the carpenter then, now then they do everything from scratch, or you save not to just the idea that they give them, you save know how for cut the wood, then just like how you know how for cut your pieces there. Now the designing what?
No, I don't cut the board. The only thing which I can do, the quality of the sponge we use. We get 2 types of sponge. We get the local sponge or get the high density sponge. So that one in a mix they go back, you know. And then the fabric we they use for that, na mix they go buy and counter. I already asked them which are the quantity one I need. Then I go up and I need to choose them and left under the hand. But the board that they go buy them. So meaning the difference between the red board and the normal board. And I know they cost them. So when you want for the authentic furnitures, you can choose the red board because it's strong and they last long. Then the thing that my compound they work, so I always deal with them and they watch what they do. But the most important side, that sponge we they use and the fabric we they use for that. And it's been sourced by me.
What are the major challenges then where you will want for say now the setback then this particular trade we did do now?
Currently, the fluctuation of prices are one of the most difficult things they face. You know, you go buy today something, and then you come after 2 days, you meet it or add. Someday it even hinders our integrity, you know. So say customer go don't come, we don't tell us say the bone at 70,000. So until we go for go buy now, we meet us and say 80,000. You get for run back to the customer and tell us say, hey, the bone will go 80,000 meet up. Some people don't ever accept, you know. So you create that confrontation between you and the customers because of price not stable at the country. And then, just as I have been mentioned again from the last interview, people the way they count fabric them or materials into the country can tend for the free for buy high quality fabrics them because they the one that say bad the people bad at the end and they face that challenges a lot because they're afraid, you know, because of the way the country they, you know. And most of the people that back we get money, they don't even believe their mind has already been messed up with local made stuff, you know. So for they able believe in you, say you can give them what see them want commensurately to wait till they get overseas. It's another problem.
The disappointment again.
Not the disappointment is small.
Yes, because you see tailor, you see carpenter, then 2 sides they know you fed me. So a lot of people don't believe them.
Exactly. That's why I mentioned because their mind has already been messed up. When they don't get a messed up mind, you understand, even if you come clean to them, it's very difficult.
So how different is Hudson? Do they meet deadlines?
Nobody is perfect. I am not 100% big on meeting up on deadlines, I can't tell. But I am trying my best.
So you don't get the clients we will say, Hudson, I mean home with space need for ready the 20th, then you meet that deadline day.
Most of the time, in terms of the interior decor, they meet deadlines. We can meet because they give them ample time. And as if you understand, it's not too easy for me. make.
So the window cutting the way they do now, you said they sew them or
Yes,
like
yes.
tailor them.
Let me say this. It's window cut easy for sew. Very easy. The only cutting way we know the sew now, like the one that we can get the ring. We get the people who they go pay to. Who don't stitch and hem, then go fix the ring step by them.
So now collaboration.
Yes.
You get certain people the way you say this that they constantly that they work with because now they able for meet within our
Yes, I've got those people for more than 5-6 years now. And I let it change them, you know. Just as I already say, if the workman never left you and go start your business and begin to do your thing. So I always, no matter how bad it is with them, I always try to encourage them and go back to them for let the relationship continue. I don't like for lose a worker.
when they talk about Hudson in fashion designing, you tell me about something where you feel like say anybody will see you know say this is Hudson. Now Hudson handwork is. Now the furniture side, interior side, waiting I could see if I walk in anybody in the house. As soon as I see I know say this is Hudson work now.
Well, it's the color. I am a very big fan of grey. I love grey color. We call that type of grey ganache. All my stores are being painted in grey. You know, I make people that appreciate saying grey. You can even put her in a place to look dark. You know, and grey is trending all over the world. So the paint on the wall.
So anytime I go and see grey paint, I'll see walking. Now I'll see walking. I'm gonna go watch for grey. Any office or house or enter.
That particular green, then I mix that, they can mix them for me. So they buy paint. Not to the green, they just can't mix that shop and buy you. You know, I can come with the like even working one for he do them. Pass I go peel start inside of the wall, and I go back to the people and then they mix them back for me. So me own grey different. From that kind of grey we see a different, and grey comes in different shades. And I love two of the shades. The one is called ganache, and then the other one is called, the other they call dove. Those are my two colors. So those two colors, just as how you see me store, those two colors, when you see them, you will not see definitely that what's the okay.
So the client they really can appreciate that because every just like what you say earlier, all man get your own taste. So if me, I'm not a fan of grey, then you are going to put grey in my house. How you can convince your client them for say this is working? Don't worry, man. Just sit down and allow me to do my work.
I produce pictures for my own work. Places I don't do before, and me own space, you know. Even if I get another store on Wall Street, I make sure say I try to do the same color what I do with Battle Street. So even when I can get direction, people don't use to come to me in Battle Street, they can easily locate me space now Wall Street. So I can say, as I see this place, why can it say that I guess maybe they say me as I be no sense, I don't see that you place standing. So I don't even know but when they see they don't say that pot. So people keep things in their mind. Yes.
Well, many thanks, Hudson, where you join me at the studio this night. We can talk about the Hudson interior decor. You get your name, we call them. Where me, I don't know something. I don't know something it fits that name there, but it's been an interesting day. From this morning, you join me at the breakfast show. This night again, you join me at the Wan On Wan. So we'll talk about the other side of Hudson. And if you're not possible, just know for make close them. It into interior decoration as well. And they don't tell me how it came into this and waiting they produce. Many thanks for when you join with this net. You know what your program. Continue for share all the content them who they produce at Liberty Online Television. Don't forget for send me your comments, also ask questions. And if you get topic where you feel like say we for looking to, just reach out to me. We will definitely look into that. Mena Khadija Baghdadi say have a good night.
As people, it seems as if we're not even managing at all.
Plenty finger pointing don't happen after the elections, especially after this dialogue back.
It meets the needs of the people, or not the challenge and the way the people then look forward to for a solution.
Where did the bring come into the country? Instead of them paying 0%, they will pay 5% on the value.
Because the all they do is South Sudan they want a two tax, and a two tax that they use for run the states.
But what is inside these budgets will assure we see there is going to be room for macroeconomic stability.